As long as I get music up. All right, ready?
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Good morning. My name is Cynthia Preston. On behalf of the co-pastors and our board of trustees, we welcome you to Colby Memorial Temple for our Sunday service. To begin our service, Marty Hadaway, our mediumistic student here at Casadega, will come down and light the 3 lights symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit.
See if I can get on the light.
Please rise as you're able for our opening prayer and remain standing for our first hymn. Infinite intelligence, we ask for your presence in Colby Temple today. We ask that you allow us to receive the messages with open hearts and open minds. Amen. Before our first hymn, we're going to have Reverend Judy Cooper come up and make a small announcement.
It's not a small announcement, it's a needy announcement. Okay, we are asking any of you that come regularly to, if you're interested, to volunteer. We need assistance with our recording and our downloading. So if any of you have experiences with computers or working with the web in any way and would like to volunteer, please give us a call or talk to one of the pastors, talk to Jamie, because we are in dire need of some assistance. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Judy. Our first hymn will be led by our vocalist, Jamie. It is, if you look in your hymnals, it's hymn number 175, Be Happy.
And more lights we have above. Must be it's bright the days. It's a beautiful place. Our God, she alone, right here. With toys more than the dear. Let's be beautiful place. Which love so deep that just this way to just to be. Let us be something face. Let's be beautiful place. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you. Please be seated. I'm sorry. Located on the handout and in the front cover of your hymnal are a declaration of principles. Please join with me in reciting these principles together. Number 1, we believe in infinite intelligence. Number 2, we believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. Number 3, we affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. Number 4, we affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. Number 5, we affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. Number 6, we believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. Number 7, we affirm that the moral responsibility of the individual and that he makes for his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. Number 8, we affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. And lastly, number 9, we affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Our healing prayer is located in the back of your hymnal as well. Please recite with me the prayer for spiritual healing. I ask that the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Now, for those of you who would wish to receive a spiritual healing, please take a seat along the wall in the blue chairs and go to the next available healer. While the healers work, the rest of us will join in a guided meditation. If we could all get ready for our meditation by removing anything that we have from our laps, by placing our feet flat on the floor as you're able to. Relaxing our shoulders and our neck. Maybe move your head from side to side to relax your neck. And shrug your shoulders up and down. For a moment, please take notice of your natural breathing. And please feel where it's coming from. If you're breathing from your upper chest, try and lower your shoulders and relax a little more. And breathe from your diaphragm. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take this time to relax and really feel your bodies. Any little aches and pains that you have. Take the time to flex and relax your hands. In your shoes, flex your feet, tighten them up, tighten your toes up and relax. Take a deep breath in. Allow that breath to come slowly out. There's nothing that you need to force here. This meditation is a natural thing for you to do to help you return to the center of you. Breathe in and breathe out. As you're breathing, imagine that you're in a tall pine forest. And that forest is cool. It feels like you're in that pine forest on a beautiful fall day. You don't know how high up you are in the mountains, but you can feel that the air is more pure. And as the pines receive the warmth of the sun, you can smell the pine needles. And you can see there's several gravel paths that open before you. And you choose one that looks most inviting. You walk slowly on this path. You have no destination in mind. Nothing troubles you. You're enjoying the warmth of the sun on your skin and the cool breeze that travels over the pines. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow yourself to continue walking. Almost all of a sudden, through a clearing in the pines, you see a beautiful, deep lake. The water in this lake is undisturbed and clear. So beautiful and pure that you can see all the way to the bottom. You see also that there's a pier, a wooden pier, and it leads out to a building in the middle of this lake. And you wonder for a moment, who built this temple here? Who built this gorgeous building and what is it for? But it looks so friendly and inviting that you decide to walk on the pier. And go towards this wonderful building. There's a little sign on the side of the building that says, please take your shoes off. So you think, okay, I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm going to walk into this building. And in this gorgeous building, there's a room that looks like it's built in white marble. And a beautiful skylight overhead that lets in gentle light. And this gentle light shines down on a wonderful healing couch. And you take time to lay down on it. You're not sure why, you just feel drawn to it. And as you lay down on this couch with your eyes closed, you can feel the presence of your healers, of your guides, of someone that may be lost in this physical life that's on the other side. And they come to you. And as you keep your eyes closed, you can feel them work on your physical body. No words are said. There's silent encouragement and love surround you. And as you breathe, you can feel the love that they're sending to you into your body. And you realize that it's this love and this alignment that does the healing for you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus. All you have to do is receive. And you stay on this couch for a while and breathe in this love and hope and healing. As your body begins to be healed, you realize that they're also giving you a message to take in, to take back with you to the physical world. This message is personal. It only means something to you, but it's exactly what you needed this time. You wake slowly on the bed and you realize that everything has gone. You feel at peace with that because you received what you needed. You go to the open door of the temple and put your shoes back on. You walk back down that beautiful pier. You notice the birds are singing. And as your feet are on the sand by that lake, you notice the water is still clear and beautiful. And you walk slowly back along the path, realizing that you're ready for the physical world again. You've received what you needed. When you're ready, if you could all open up your eyes. Come back here to Colby Temple. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to thank our healers. From left to right, Jackie Arnold, Darlene McCormick, Marty Hadaway, Reverend Dr. Sheldon Ganber, Daryl Demerit, Lori Carter, and Reverend Deborah Gretton Ganber. Thank you very much, healers. If you have received a healing resulting in a correction or an improvement, please complete the yellow card in your hymnal. The yellow card looks like this. Give it to the pastor at the back of the temple, or you can mail the card into us. You may also place the card in our collection plate. Please stand for our next hymn, number 155, In the Garden.
I come to the garden He speaks and the sound of his that he gives to me. And he did. And the son of it. I'd stay in the garden with him. And he did. And the children. Son of it. Beautiful. You may be seated.
Okay, right now I'd like to introduce our guest speaker. She's a wonderful camp member. She's a wonderful certified healer and medium. She's an eloquent and knowledgeable teacher who always speaks from the heart. Robin Matutina.
Good morning. I have to look at my notes. Thank you all for coming this morning. I appreciate you being here. Thank you to the pastors for inviting me to come today to share a few thoughts with you. As Cynthia said, I'm a member of the Casadega Spiritualist Camp since about 1991. I've graduated through the mediumship and healing programs. And I'm actually the office administrator that you talk to if you call the office during the week. So I spend a lot of time here and I have a lot of opportunity to talk to a lot of people about the camp, about our education program, the services that we provide, and any number of interesting questions about what we do here. Later this year, we will be celebrating 130 years of serving spirit and spiritualism. We're proud of that history. We work hard to preserve the camp through tours and classes that you may have already enjoyed. We communicate our purpose and our intention. We also hold the distinction of the oldest continually active religious organization in the Southeast United States. So I think that's something to be proud of. In the office, I receive phone calls and emails every day. There is no exception, every day, from people who are looking for a place where they can develop their psychic or mediumship skills or to understand what those are, because they're already experiencing them. This shows me that there are many people out there now ready to investigate spiritualism and the demonstration of the continuity of life in a fairly public way. Many times the caller will describe being guided to move miles from where they live to be here in this place, yet they've never been here before. Over the past year, the attendance I've noticed at our monthly new member orientation session has increased. And it's evidenced by the number of new members that we're receiving, that people are searching for this kind of community. Just as the early founders of spiritualism, Christian Science, Science of Mind, and other movements of that sort all began in the late 1800s. And it seems like perhaps we may be living in another time in history where something big is moving in the spiritual consciousness. One thing I've always appreciated here in the camp is a wide variety of knowledge and experience that the members and the teachers have of so many different spiritual traditions. Being a part of this community provides for many fascinating idea exchanges stemming from all the world's religions and histories. Finding your own tribe means, to me, recognizing the people that are of a similar philosophy or the ones that we have deep conversations with on deep subjects. We may not agree or on every subtle aspect, but we can agree to coexist and to respect each other's views and their right to hold them. The spiritualist principles help to guide us, but they don't dictate. We believe in infinite intelligence. We also believe that we as a phenomenon of nature are that infinite intelligence. The true essence of who we are is love. I like the notion that we're not a drop in the ocean of spirit, that we're the ocean in a drop. Without much effort, we can all feel the state and the state of our country, and in fact, the entire world is poised to make some great changes in every dimension of our lives. Big changes seem to be manifesting. Just turning on the mainstream media, it has become nearly impossible to tell which side is telling the truth. We truly are in an information age. That's a real force to be reckoned with. But we must know much more and be more attentive to the motive and the implication of whatever the latest narrative is. There's a war, but it's for our minds, and it's up to us to focus and choose for ourselves what we allow to occupy that space. Because how we evolve out of this chaos is by being the most authentic version of ourselves that we can possibly be. Your vibration at its highest and best level when you're doing what you love. And that's how you know, because you feel it. Every one of us is psychic. Everyone has a divine connection to God and infinite intelligence within them. We all have the potential to receive guidance from infinite intelligence directly. When you create a daily practice of sitting with your own divine spark and being receptive to Spirit's guidance, it will shine through you and others will notice it. As our world experiences more and more change, fear will be more likely. But we can transmute that. Having a daily practice, a daily spiritual practice already in place is going to allow each of us to remain calm enough and make wise decisions when perhaps things around us are chaotic. Course in Miracles says there are only two emotions, either love or fear. Choose love. It's the highest vibration and emotion. It heals all wounds. After all, it all boils down to our frequency, vibration, and energy. As our spiritualist principles state, we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. So we're choosing every moment of every day what emotion we will allow to be held in our thoughts. Paramahansa Yogananda said, pray unceasingly, pray every moment, and keep one's mind fixed on God and the infinite. The level of vibration will be much stronger and positive when you master what you allow your thoughts to be about moment to moment. Peace and calmness will be your experience, and you will attract like to like. The more you dedicate time to Spirit each day for developing your connection, the more balance and peace you will feel within yourself. When your personal frequency is high, your physical body chemistry improves. The chemicals in your brain even out, and your blood pressure and breathing calm down. Your frequency goes out all around you. Everyone around you can feel it. It helps when you're holding a high vibration, you're helping everybody around you to also reach a higher vibration or not. And sometimes we have to check and see, are we bringing the highest possible energy we can to any situation? Thought is like a rock thrown into water, and the ripples of that travel out through our universal body. Something you may want to investigate is a phenomenon. After all, our physical bodies are primarily made out of water. And I was guided to bring up that we are primarily made of water, and to point to some interesting discoveries. I believe you can find the book in the bookstore from one of the people that I would like to point out and recommend that you look into is Dr. Masaru Emoto, and a book he wrote and created called Messages in Water. And essentially, Dr. Emoto's experimentation was with projecting thoughts into petri dishes filled with water. And those thoughts would be of love, of peace, compassion, positive thoughts. And then they would freeze the water and look at it through the microscope, and these beautiful crystal geometric shapes are created. But at the same time, if they sent hate and negative emotions to the same water in the petri dish, when it was frozen, it didn't create the beautiful crystals and shapes. It created a globular looking nothing. And what his work illustrated so beautifully was how powerfully just thoughts or prayers projected to beings that are mostly water can impact them for the better or the worse. The benefit of maintaining one's thoughts with the use of affirmations or prayer is a very helpful way to bring that balance about. The second person that I would like to bring up with regard to extraordinary results that are happening today with experiments with water is a lady named Veda Austin. I just learned about Veda Austin while I was researching for this paper, and she's doing work very similar to Dr. Emoto, except that with her petri dishes and the water, she places objects on top, like maybe a coin or a photograph or something near it. Then she freezes it and photographs it, and you can see the examples of many of these photos where the object is in the crystal. It's amazing. But once again, demonstrating the power of water to reflect memories. So don't underestimate your body and its ability. But it takes practice and commitment, in my opinion, to develop communication with spirit and the protocols and symbols that you would use, say for mediumship. But if your heart is encouraging you to get involved or to be of service to others by serving as a medium or a healer, take the steps to do that. Step out and be brave. That's part of what I hear from people when they call me on the phone, is that they feel that they're a medium and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to express it, but they want to be of some service. Right. So another thing that Spirit impressed upon me as to how we can be in the world and assist others in achieving a state of balance and calmness is to mostly have compassion for other people's perspectives. It may be opposite of our own, but it's theirs, and they've arrived at that in their own life experience. Many people are suffering at this time, so find a reason to be grateful. Find a reason to be kind. Try to see the other's perspective, but stand up for what you believe to be right and just. There are many deceptions in our world right now, and many are being revealed, like UFOs are real. 70 years we were told they weren't. Now we have congressional hearings to talk about that they are. So, and it was funny, there really wasn't much of a ruffle when that came out either. It's kind of an interesting fact, all in of its own. The truth and justice shall prevail. That is my heartfelt belief. And that because of the minds of millions of good and decent humans, we will choose to be so. Faith in good is paramount. Faith in humanity to make the right choices. Humans are just beginning to discover their immense creative power that lies within them. And there's unity among people that changes everything. Communities of like-minded people who not only understand intellectually, but practice physically the power of manifestation using their own spiritual gifts can transform our world. This is where, in my opinion, the Southern Castilian Spiritualist Camp plays a big role and serves as a sacred purpose by holding space for the lectures and the classes and the workshops that we have here that help educate the public on the principles of spiritualism and living a spiritual life. Like our founders in the 1800s must have known how important their discoveries were that scientifically proves the existence of the individual after the change called death. These times that we're living through with the geomagnetic effects of our sun and our solar system, and also the profound effect on people we are electromagnetic beings. It's affecting our emotions, our memories, and bringing things to the fore that are out of the ordinary. Our effects on our earth and our weather, the animals' migration patterns. It's a very real possibility that we may experience movement of our planet, shifting of the Earth's crust. With all this happening, be gentle with yourself. Treat your body with love and compassion. Spend part of your day every day holding a vision of our world created anew in light and love for all people. You are a powerful creator being. Your vision is powerful. See a world where all people are valued, every single one, in whatever part of the planet they live. So much of our history, our true history, appears to have been hidden, but no longer. Realize that we are sovereign human beings with inalienable rights just by being born, and have no fear. If you're ready to join others, take a class, get to know other people that have a positive outlook and that are working on their own self-realization. Surround yourself with that kind of energy. Make time to share your energy with others. And remember that the power of your intention to help is extraordinary. We're all free will beings, not sometimes, but at all times. So our choices are our own. Tolerance of others who are different is paramount in life at this time. Respect for each other as human beings. To choose the lives that we want does not mean that our own beliefs about ourselves has to change. Respect your own truth. Think deeply. Discernment is vital. Research for yourself. Having the facts matters, and your gut tells you when something is amiss. The only way out is in is a commentary that I find myself thinking of often. And what that means is the only way out of this chaotic world that we're going through is to go within one's own being and to connect with the divine truth of our oneness. Being calm, emotionally and mentally in balance can help us to navigate the coming shifting in consciousness that is manifesting now. The energy that state of being produces ripples out from us, the all that is, and helps raise all of us. This is our service, our divine reason for being here during this time in history. Humans are endowed with the Creator's power to create worlds. The mechanism that creates is thought and emotion. We have angels that surround us and guide us. We're learning of our galactic family and its role it's playing. Disclosure is happening about many new and exciting things. It's an exciting time to be alive. Coming together in peace and love is transforming the conscious understanding of opposite polarities. Our earth is alive, and the realms of the elementals are committed to supporting this shift as well. So open your spiritual eyes to a higher perspective, and our world will reflect the same. After I finished working on this talk and what it was I wanted to share, something came into my inbox. I don't know, I'm going to tell you what his name is at the end. But when I read it, it seemed to convey exactly what I had hoped to convey in what I just presented to you. But he said it so much better that I wanted to share with you this short writing. And it says, "My dearest brothers, sisters, friends, and fellow travelers, in these transformative times, as the old systems crumble and the truth unveils itself, I stand before you to share a message of hope, courage, and unwavering bravery. We are witness to a great awakening, a moment in history where the shackles that have held our planet hostage are being shattered, and the light of truth is piercing through the darkness. Every day as the sun rises, so does our collective spirit. Each dawn brings with it renewed strength as we strive to break free of the chains of the past that no longer serve us. We are not mere spectators. We are active participants in a global shift towards greater awareness, compassion, and unity. The walls of deception are crumbling, revealing the foundations of a new world built on authenticity, justice, and freedom. Our journey is not without challenges, but it is in the face of adversity that our true strength shines. Remember, it is during the darkest nights that the stars shine the brightest. As brothers and sisters, let us unite our hearts and minds and our intentions. Let us transcend differences and embrace our common humanity. In unity, we find strength. In diversity, we find beauty. And in collaboration, we find the power to heal and create. Each day, strides are made, revelations unfold, and truths are brought to light. Every step taken in pursuit of justice and equality reverberates across the globe, weaving a tapestry of change that cannot be denied. Be encouraged by the progress we witness, both big and small, for it is in these incremental victories that the foundation of a better world is laid. Let us channel our energies into love, compassion, and understanding. Let us stand unwavering in the face of challenges. knowing that within us resides a wellspring of resilience and determination. Together, we are a force to be reckoned with, a force that can topple the walls of injustice and usher in an era of profound transformation. So, my dear friends, let your hearts be filled with hope, your spirits ignite with courage, and your souls ablaze with the fire of bravery. The Great Awakening is upon us, and we are the torchbearers, illuminating the paths toward a brighter, more harmonious future. Let us march forward with unwavering resolve, hand in hand, as brothers and sisters, united in purpose. With boundless love and solidarity, James William Kaler. I thank you all for allowing me to share my ideas and impressions of the times we're in. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Robin and Tatina. During our musical interlude, we will be passing our basket. We thank you in advance for your generosity. Our musical interlude will be presented by Jamie Osmond.
There's a whole nother conversation going on in a parallel universe where nothing breaks and nothing hurts. There's a waltz playing frozen in time, blades of grass on tiny bare feet. I look at you and you're looking at me. Could you beam me up? Give me a minute. I don't know what I'd say in it. I'd probably just stare, happy just to be there. See your face, beam me up. Let me be lighter. I'm tired of being a fighter. I think a minute's enough. Just beam me up. There's some blackbirds soaring in the sky. Barely a breath, I caught one last sight. Tell me that was you saying goodbye. There are times I feel the shivering cold. It only happens when I'm on my own. That's how you tell me that I'm not alone. Could you beam me up? Well, give me a minute. I don't know what I'd say in it. I'd probably just stare, happy just to be there. See your face, beam me up. Let me be lighter. I'm tired of being a fighter. I think a minute's enough. Just beam me up. Tambourines do it well, huh? And in my head, I see your baby blue. I hear your voice tonight. I break into, and now there's one of me with you. Here we go. So when I need you, can I send you a sign? I'll burn a candle and turn off the light. I'll pick a star and I'll watch you shine. Can you beam me up? Well, give me a minute. I don't know what I'd say in it. I'd probably just stand, happy just to be in your face. Beam me up. Let me lighter. I'm tired of being a fighter. I think a minute's enough. Just beam me up. Beam me up. Beam me up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. We can just say a short prayer of gratitude. Thank you for the intelligence, through the generosity of the people who have given us their funds today and help us to use those funds in wonderful ways to enhance our camp. Amen. Okay, for our announcements, next Wednesday, August 16th, our message bearer is Joy Sager. Next Sunday, August 20th, our guest speaker at 10:30 service is Cindy Gordon. Every Sunday, we have Adult Lyceum, which is also known as Sunday School, and that is from 9:30 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. For those of you who don't know what that building is, that's actually the building where the bookstore is. Next Sunday, August 20th, our Lyceum speaker is Reverend Philip Long. For upcoming events this afternoon, from 2 to 4 p.m., Reverend Lewis Gates will be doing a workshop titled Meditation and Healing the Body and Soul. This will be held in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. Next Saturday, Reverend Philip DeLong and Reverend Dickie Joe Mullen will be doing a workshop from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's titled The Spiritual Labors of Hercules in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. Lunch will be provided. To participate in absentee healing, please print the name and first initial and last name of a loved one. Please print the name and first initial of the last name of a loved one, friend, or even a pet in our healing book, which is located at the left corner of Colby Temple. At the Thursday morning meditation circle from 11 a.m. till noon in the Andrew Jackson Davis building, we will send healing to all the names on the list. All are also welcome to that healing meditation. Flyers for camp events are at the back of the temple. We have an activities calendar and a church bulletin in your hymnal for you to take home or give to a friend. Our website, casadega.org, also has the monthly information as well as other upcoming events. Please stand for our next hymn. Hymn number 140, Peace Like a River.
I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. My soul. Peace like a river. Peace like a river. I got peace like a river. So I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. Love like an ocean. Love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. Got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. Thank you. You may be seated.
Now for the message portion of our service, I'd like to welcome Robin Matutino back to the podium.
Here I am again. I'd like to come to the young lady that's got a turquoise colored shirt on. Yeah, yes. May I hear your name? Emily? Emily, there's a lady in spirit with you that just exudes happiness, and I see it reflected through you. It's like your the expressions that you made when you were singing was one of you just seemed so joyful. I get the sense that this woman that's coming through from spirit is someone that you helped out as she was transitioning over, perhaps a visit or somehow touched her life. I feel like that she's coming through with you with a lot of love and thanks for being her friend, being her companion. I'm not quite sure there. I just feel like there was this relationship where she's extraordinarily happy that you're here, that there's this opportunity to have a discourse with you, and that she's very pleased with seeing you here. This wouldn't have been I'm finding would not have been something that would have perhaps been something she may have done in her lifetime, but from her perspective at this point, she sees great value in allowing people coming and allowing to either build up your own ability to hear her better directly, or allow someone such as myself to let you know that she's here. And I leave that with God's blessings. Thank you very much. There's a lady sitting here on the end, pink shirt. You just looked. Yes. May I hear your name? Sharon? Sharon, as I was sitting here, I kept being drawn to you, and so that's how spirit works. And so I felt like there's also a lady in spirit with you. I feel a very sisterly energy with this, though. Like there's a really tight sisterly bond with you. Outdoors would have been very, very important to this person. And healthy. I mean, there was certain vital energy that she drew from her love of the outside, of perhaps having her hands in the dirt, gardening, I'm not sure, but that was an energy that she brings through that awareness to me now. And so I'm passing that to you, that perhaps it would be a benefit for your state of mind and peacefulness and calmness to get your hands in the dirt a bit, even if it's making a new planter for your front door, something simple like that. But the message is coming from spirit fairly strongly that it would be a very healthy and vitalizing for you to spend more time, as I know it's horribly hot right now, but as it allows, it's something that spirit's bringing to you. But this lady has such love for you, and she's like this smiley face, and wants to pass that love on to you and let you know that she's there. I get the sense that you do know she's around you. She tries to give you little movements of things and things at times. And it's kind of like she chuckles about that when you figure it out. I'm going to leave that with God's blessings. Thank you very much. Okay. There's a lady. You're right here in front of me. You have on a green shirt. Yes. Could I hear your name? Jerry. Jerry, I feel like there's at least 3 women standing behind you. I feel that there's like a mother, aunt, sister kind of triad there. But whether it's familiar or not, they're soul sisters that are with you in spirit. There's something that you either do or will be or are thinking about that has to do with gatherings of women for spiritual connection, friendship. I'm not sure what. You may be invited to something like this, and they're bringing through the awareness through me now to let you know that if that's not something you're coordinating and you receive, just so happens, hey, we're having this sister convention or something, take up on that, because there's a connection to be made there. Actually, a number of connections to be made there. Very beneficial. Also, I feel a lot of healing energy coming from you, heart energy, like you're a big-hearted person. you love people and you have compassion for people, and there's healing in that. It's like just part of who you are. So there's spirit is wanting to honor you for that. You don't draw attention to that. You just kind of do it. And it's like undercover love. That's the great thing. And I leave that with God's blessings. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Robin. We would like to remind everyone that we will have our afternoon message service from 12 to 12:30 in Colby Temple, which is here. A group of mediums and student mediums will be giving spirit greetings to as many individuals as they can reach during the approximate 30 minutes of the service. Everyone is welcome. We also encourage you to visit our bookstore, which is open from 11:30 to 5 p.m. today, and it's open Monday through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please rise for our closing hymn. Number 203, Let There Be Peace on Earth. And remain standing for our closing prayer.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it be. Let peace begin with me. Let it be love.
Infinite Intelligence, we thank you for your presence in our service today. Please help us to carry the message of love and peace in our hearts throughout the week. Amen.
Amen.
You got the money with me? Yep. You're a blessing. Provided today we're wearing purple, right? Well, it's not a match.